The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
Why would you do something until it makes sense? You're right, that makes no sense. Quote of the year.
Hello everyone, welcome to Not a Scratch, the only podcast that believes that Scratch is an overpowered move. I am your host, your GM, your PM, your DM, Anirudh himself, and with me here trying to figure out how bifocal glasses work.
It's Mansour. Benjamin Franklin continues to elude me to this day. And I have a good friend of mine with me here who listens to the song Mr. Sandman and cannot help but think of the Spider-Man villain.
It's me, Muhammad. I am definitely that big of a comic book nerd and totally know which Spider-Man villain Mansour is referring to there.
The fact that you almost said Batman.
Well, I'm aware that there's a villain named Sandman. I'm just not very familiar with him. Yeah, I almost said Batman. I caught myself. Please cut that.
This is going great. How are you guys feeling?
I am okay.
I am fantastic.
With both of you being anywhere near decent or above decent, do either one of you want to give the last time on Not a Scratch monologue?
Muhammad, I think it's your turn since I did it last episode.
I didn't realize we were taking turns, but okay.
No, we're not. I'm just telling you to do it now.
Revenge is sweet. So, last time, Kyle and Ralph basically just got the lowdown on what life is gonna be like in the Bronze Roses. That's about all that happened.
Yeah. Basically, Ralph's heart needs to calm down.
Yeah, so essentially, like, what life looks like for Ralph and Kyle, at least in their time in the Bronze Roses, is basically they'll spend half their days kind of, doing stuff within the guild, just paper pushing, things like that. And then they get to spend half their days out and about, and basically taking on missions and quests to help people and do the guildly work, while also working on their secret quest to find the legendary items. And they decided on their first quests and are about to set off on their way.
Yeah.
Alright, so with that said, let us dive on in. So I'm going to assume that as of all of last episode took like 2 hours. I mean, breakfast, the intros, all that took from like 6:30 to 8:30 now. You've accepted your 2 missions. One to deliver a blue gummy to someone in the Shady Forest, and the other is to find a thief who's stealing blue gummies in the Shady Forest. Are they connected? We will find out. Probably. Maybe. Hypothetically. Check how long the episode is. With that said, you guys have a few options, because technically, and I told Muhammad this so I won't forget, if you go overtime on missions, it's not a problem. So if this ends up taking a full day, the guild won't think of it as a big issue or anything like that.
Oh, we could totally game the system. Oh my god.
What I'm hearing is if we spend a lot of time outside and snow just happens. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Okay, you can put your snow thoughts in your little shrine in the corner, and let's continue with the real jobs you guys have.
Someone's gonna draw that.
Oh god. That's scary.
I regret this. I completely regret this. I'm keeping this in, but I completely regret this. So it's 8:30, and you can dive into the forest or go into town for equipment. The same stores exist in this city, so it's your choice.
I don't think we need to spend another episode just shopping, because also I don't have much money on me, and we also
Yeah,
have
no.
food from the guild,
Um,
so that's fine.
Kyle very smartly stocked up beforehand, so he's good to go.
Yeah, so let's just go into the shady forest.
All right, let's see. You guys walk out of town and are right outside of it right now. If you have anything you want to say to each other.
Kyle, we're gonna do this. We're gonna save the world, starting with this mission. That's it. That's my motivational talk.
Kyle just looks at him like, okay, and they just go on.
Okay, and you guys walk on in, and it's time to play that age-old game that we haven't done in oh so long called Roll That Dice.
Oh yes, it's been so long.
I finally get to use my fun map.
Yay. We rolled the D4, right? Or a different die.
Awesome sauce. You'll be rolling a D6 in this one.
Ooh, okay. All right. Am I the one rolling again?
You're the one with the fancy schwanky physical dice, and I'm the one with the map.
That's true. Okay. 3.
You guys just roll. Just to remind those of you that didn't hear this episode in Arc 1, they're going to go through a randomly generated maze. A randomly generated maze, still brought to you, of course, by conditional formatting. The maze itself has 3 different types of tiles: a tile that does nothing, an item tile, or a battle trap tile. What'd you roll again?
3.
3. You walk forward 2 steps and can choose to go straight or right.
Kyle, what do you want to do?
I think we should keep going.
Let's go straight.
You go straight and battle music. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. That's not the music.
Oh boy.
Already? Wow.
All right, out comes an APOM. Let's roll that initiative.
Oh, okay. I know what they look like. Initiative is D speed, right?
Correct.
I always forget. Okay. So it's a D7. Oh, I don't have a D7 because those don't.
I
exist
got
in
a
50%.
6.
Roll 1d7. Roll the dice. I got a 6 as well.
So did APOM, so this will be fun.
It's based on base speed, right? For tiebreakers.
What is your max possible speed?
Yeah, so mine is 7.
Okay, so based on that, it'll go APOM, Kyle, and then Ralph.
So I'm going last. Cool.
Seems legit. So APOM, well, for those at home, Pokemon and dungeons are sort of corrupted because mystery dungeons are weird, and insert backstory here that I don't have. APOM is actually going to go for a scratch on Ralph.
Oh,
But that's
boy.
overpowered. It's the first time we've seen Scratch in the series.
That's the name of the podcast.
No, not a Scratch.
Yes, oh no, APOM is using scratch. Oh my gosh.
Roll credits.
With that said, that's the end of the video. Bye. Roll the exit music. We don't have exit music. Roll the intro again.
No. What have I done?
Alright, let's roll a d20. It's a 16 that's gonna hit. Scratch in this podcast is a special ability. If I roll a 100 on a d8 die, the game is over. I rolled a 3. That is not 100. 3 plus 6 is 9 damage to... Sorry. Plus attack, which is 18, minus your defense.
Oh, so minus 7, which is 11 damage. Oh boy. Okay.
So APOM just goes up and goes shing.
Ow. So now I have 10 HP. I'm like, that's half my health.
Alright, Kyle, your move.
There's no same type attack bonus, right?
There is no stab. I did not program that in.
Yeah. In that case, as the APOM kind of starts hitting Ralph, Kyle's gonna kind of whip around and smack it using pound attack.
Bang!
14, that'll hit. Thank you very much. Oh my god, max damage!
Nice.
So 8 plus 6 plus 6 is 20.
Okay, that's after the attack, right? So 20 minus 7 is 13.
Yeah.
This thing is still up, but it's real hurt. Let's go to Ralph.
Okay. What type is APOM?
Normal.
So I have advantage, correct? Or yeah, super effective. Sorry, not advantage. All right. Hope this low kick hits then. Let's roll. And we got a 10, which it'll hit. What's the damage on Apom, depending on its weight?
Yes, I do need to figure this out. Apom will have a base power of 4, so that's 1d8 plus 6.
Oh, okay. D8 plus 6. Ah, whoops. Yes, I got an 8. All right. So it would be 8 plus my attack. Yes.
Yeah, you don't have to do the math. It has 1 health.
Oh, okay. I was using my power band, so I was gonna have 17 plus 8 damage, so 25.
Yep. 25 minus 7 is blasting this thing into next Tuesday. So you kick its legs, it flies into a bush, and you win the battle.
Yeah. Easy peasy. My arm's broken, but it's fine. How much XP do we get? Because also, I think I forgot to mention this. I don't think we got XP for fighting the train guys.
We did.
Oh, we did? Okay, so what's the XP for this one then?
Each of you gets 6. With that, time to roll that dice thingy thing. You know the game.
Roll that die.
D6, here we go. 2.
So you go forward once, and now decide to go straight left, or right.
Kyle, what do you think?
I think we take a left.
Let's take a left.
Left means nothing.
All right, let's roll the die again. Ah, fell off the table. 4.
You go forward 3 and go left or right.
What do you think, Kyle?
Let's take a right.
Let's take a right.
You take a right, nothing happens.
All right, let's roll again. 5.
Question: do we know where we're going, like to get to the house where we're picking up the gummy, or are we aimlessly I thought we were giving directions to this house.
I'm gonna retcon this and say that you already picked it up, so you can just go and deliver it. We don't have to talk about that.
Cool.
Oh, and then the whole time. By the way, the whole time we're walking through the forest, I want us to be just like, look at this blue gummy. Gosh, I really hope no one takes this blue gummy. Oh, it's so big and beautiful and delicious. I really love this blue gummy. Oh my god, and just.
That actually reminds me. One of you has to be holding the gummy. Which one of you guys are doing that?
Kyle, do you want to hold it or should I hold it?
I'll put it in my bag.
Okay. But nonetheless, Ralph was just like, "Oh, we got this blue gummy," like just being very, very conspicuous, not inconspicuous.
He's being very conspicuous.
Yeah, it's very conspicuous.
Okay, cool. Nothing happens. Roll again.
All right, 4.
4. You go forward 3 steps and take a left or a right.
Your choice, Kyle.
I think we should take a right.
All right, right.
All right, both of you roll any die and tell me odd or even number.
I'll roll a d12 because I never get to use a d12. I got.
I'm gonna roll.
Odd.
I'm gonna roll a D100 because why not? 41. We both got odd.
Okay, you both got odd, so out comes a Piplup, and the Piplup goes, "Hey, I had a blue gummy that I needed delivered to me," and shows some paperwork and stuff.
Okay.
Kyle, upon seeing the paperwork, reaches into his bag and holds out the gummy.
But before we give it to you, we are giving this blue gummy out in the open. If it would be such a shame if anyone were to come take it from us.
Piplup was like, "What? What are you doing?"
I pick up Piplup by his shoulders, or maybe it's a girl, by their shoulders, and I say, "Listen, there's a thief. I'm pretty sure you've heard about this." By the way, Piplup is one of my favorite Pokemon. They're very cute. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there. Listen, there's a blue gummy thief out there, and we're trying to catch him. So this, like it or not, this blue gummy is kind of like bait. So I'm just trying to put it out there. Hey, we're looking for this. Hopefully that they would come trying to steal it from us. Are you with us, or are you just gonna run away and hide and be a coward?
It's very cowardly right now.
Kyle looks at Piplup super apologetically. You could see the oh my god, I am so sorry for my friend in his eyes.
Well,
so Piplup asks, "Will I get it after all this?"
Yes, because we'd catch him. That's the point.
Piplup goes, "Okay, cool," and dives into a bush.
So let's do this. Let's leave. Let's hop into the bush with Piplup, and then leave the blue gummy just out in the open, and we'll just sit and watch. We'll do a stakeout.
Um, okay. What would this be? I want you both to roll stealth. Yeah, probably stealth. Both of you roll cool.
Oh, I just dropped my cool last episode. Oh, 2.
I rolled it 9, but +1, baby. 10.
Okay, so Piplup is whisper yelling at you, saying something like, you digital dummy, that's my gummy, and continuing to yell at you as quietly as possible. Kyle, you're trying your hardest to ignore it, and you feel that something is wrong.
Hmm. Kyle is gonna basically like move along like the edge of the forest road, kinda like behind the bushes, right? He's gonna like move away from Ralph and the Piplup to get like a better, like to just be able to like focus more on kind of what's happening.
Ralph, because Piplup is yelling at you, I need you to roll perception, so beauty with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh. Okay, 11 is my first roll, and then... I keep dropping my die. 12 is my second roll, so 11.
Kyle, I want you to roll 2 things. Roll a cool for a stealth check.
Oof! I got a 5.
Okay, now roll a perception with disadvantage.
Well, my first roll was a nat 20.
Aww.
And my second roll was an 8 minus 1 is 7.
Okay, Kyle, you're trying really hard to be sneaky and you actually lose focus on the gummy. Meanwhile, Ralph, you look away for a split second and can't see it. It's gone.
No! 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 Piplup, why are you talking in my ear the whole time? Okay. So the gummy's gone.
Piplup starts really picking up the insults. You know what I ought to tell you? Look, first of all, we're gonna have to have this conversation about this.
Why
whole thing,
I
'cause
oughta?
it's really
Okay,
dumb and you're stupid. A lot of...
So...
Does Kyle know that Ralph is no longer sees the gummy?
No.
So the gummy's gone.
You think the gummy is gone. You think the gummy is gone.
I'm gonna-
To be specific, you cannot see it anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna jump out of the bush just to verify that the gummy is gone or not.
Okay, you pop out of the bush. Piplup turns around and sees a gummy on the ground. However, the gummy is green.
What? Are there any tracks, any footprints, any sign of the thief?
Roll investigation, so smart.
Okay, well, it's 3 weeks until that doesn't become a -1, so... Alright. 4 minus 1 is 3. 1... Ah! The rolls are not good today.
I will give you a saving grace in Kyle. Kyle, you're up a tree or something, right?
Yeah.
Before Ralph screws this up, Kyle, roll perception.
Perception is beauty. Boy. Oh, 13!
No,
That's
it's
a mixed success. I'll take it.
Okay, so here's what happens. Ralph pops out of the bush as Kyle is strategically placing himself on the tree branch or something. Ralph sees a blue gummy replaced with a green gummy. As Ralph starts making a storm and disrupting all the evidence, Kyle, you notice that the thief, based on its steps, went left.
Okay, let's go left. I turn to the Piplup, give him a hug, and I'm like, I am so sorry. We're going to get this blue gummy back. We're going to catch the thief, and they're going to give it to you. And then, you know what? I have some poke. I have 1,840. I'll just give you 40 so that I have a nice round number. And then, just for all your troubles.
Piplup at this point, as you start running away, starts adding even more insults. I feel like, listen, I have a brother over there. If he was over here, he'd knock your block off and understand that we ain't got no competition.
This Piplup is like from Boston? Is that what I'm getting?
I have no idea. This Piplup is like an Italian from Boston with a New York mother and a Chicago father. Just an amalgamation. All of those different voices.
Seems like it.
Anyway, y'all are going left and roll a d6.
Okay, let's chase after this thief. 1.
A 1. So here's what happens. The thief right now is a certain number of tiles ahead of you. In 5 turns, you have to catch up to it or the bad guy gets away. So it's a minigame. Future me, right about now, should be saying how many spaces away the bad guy is. Hey, so the bad guy is 7 spots away. Cool. That's it. Cool. Hi, future me. How you doing? Good looking guy. Alright, anyway. Actually, ignore the one that you just got. You roll first, then I will. No items, no battles, just a back and forth of roll off, basically.
So you just have to close the distance, basically. Okay, cool. 5. Okay, I got a 5. That's good. It's very fast.
Okay, you rolled a 5. I got a 3.
So the distance is
Okay.
closed by
So
2.
we gained on him by 2. 4.
You got a 4. I also rolled a 4. 2 turns down,
No.
3
Okay.
left.
Okay. 6. Okay. Yes.
A 6. Okay. You catch up to them. That's
Yes.
really quick.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was lucky.
I was gonna say if we didn't catch up to him at that point, like it would have been impossible.
What is the thief? What do they look like? Who are they?
So you see the thief as a 5-pointed star that's brown, yellow, with a pink sort of gem in the middle.
Isn't that Stormy or Star
That's
U?
Star U.
Star U. Okay.
Since you rolled a 6, you kind of just pop up out of nowhere. I think actually Kyle does like a flip over the Star U to block it out of the way.
And I tap the Star U on the shoulder, and I'm like, "All right, Patrick, give us that blue, give us that blue gummy. We're gonna turn you in."
With that said, it's time to roll initiative.
Okay. Let me roll that D7.
Oof, a 2.
5.
So the order will go based on the rolls. It'll go Ralph first, followed by Star U, then Kyle.
Yeah. So Ralph, seeing the fact that that he's going first, is going to take the opportunity to focus his energy. So he's going to sit down and think about all the episodes of SpongeBob that he's watched. And
I love how as you're describing
think about
Ralph focusing his energy, a car just went.
sorry, it's stupid. I'm not even in Staten Island anymore. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, and he thinks about all the episodes of SpongeBob that he's watched, and thinks about all of Patrick's weaknesses, and then that causes any 19 or 20 to be a crit on any future attack.
Cool. By the way, Patrick, if you're listening, or Jonah, if you're listening, this isn't the Patrick that's named after Patrick. Your Patrick is a different Patrick. Yeah, these guys named it. Anyway, with that said, it's Star U's turn. Now, Star U ain't exactly the sharpest tool in the toolbox, because it's going to attack Kyle with water gun.
Remember how like back in episode I think 1 or 2, like Ralph thought that like if Kyle absorbs water he becomes like the Popeye spinach effect. So Ralph is like, oh my god, I'm gonna get to see it happen. Kyle's gonna get like big muscles.
Oh. So that's an 11, which will hit. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus special attack is 21, minus your special defense.
6, so that goes down to 15, but then divide by 2.
Yes, and we round down.
That becomes 7.
So you take 7 damage right there.
Ralph is like dumbfounded. He's like, what? But what? He's supposed to. This is not how it's supposed to happen.
Ralph is just there like, but steel is heavier than feathers.
Yeah, but steel is heavier than feathers.
Kyle did not appreciate the little sprinkle right there and decides to hit back with an absorb. A 16 hits. It's only roll a 2. Okay, but 2 plus 3 plus special attack is 9 is 12. Oh, 2 plus 3 plus 9 is 14. I can't math.
So you do 14 minus special defense, which is 7 times 2 is back to the 14. You go ahead and heal your 7 health back, and Star U gets absorbed and plop, falls to the ground. Hello, this is Anirudh, the GM PM DM of Not a Scratch, and wanting to thank you for listening. I know I said that this episode would come out on Tuesday, and I tried my hardest to edit it and finish it before Tuesday night happened. Unfortunately, as you can tell by the upload time, that's not the case, unless of course you live on the West Coast or Hawaii, in which case, I'm on time. I don't know what you're talking about. As always, future episodes normally come out on Tuesdays, so be sure to follow us, subscribe, and do all those important things. If you've enjoyed the episode and want to support us in any way, shape, or form that you can, the best way to do so is to share us with your friends. Share us with anybody that isn't your pets. In fact, because of all of the support of the previous episode, our demographics have changed to the point where we need to start expanding to other people. So anybody that isn't a pet, we're going to say for this episode. Yeah. Also, leave us a review on your podcasting platform. Reviews help to bring new people into our community and also give us advice on what we can improve on in the future. You can also follow us on Twitter at NotAScratchCast or email us as well at notascratchcast@gmail.com if you have any cool ideas you want to add to the podcast or just want to reach out to us. We also have a Discord with a bunch of awesome members, and we recommend you should join us. We want to thank Glitch X City for the songs Kirby's Dream Land, the Lo-Fi remix, Search for the Girl remix, Super Mystery Dungeon Lush Forest remix, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Game Corner remix, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Zinnia Battle remix, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Route 47 remix, and the Pokemon Center themed Lo-Fi Lullaby remix. Thanks again for listening. Before we head back into the story, I want to share with you another story about the Sinnoh region, a story that you won't want to miss.
This is an ad for a Pokemon Actual Play podcast. But this isn't your dad's Pokemon world. This is a serious Pokemon world. We're dark. We're edgy. There's death and crime and darkness across the world.
Tanner, I keep getting attacked by bird Pokemon!
Tanner, my Tyro keeps getting out of his baby harness.
I'm stuck in the ghost zone again.
Okay, fine. Listen, we might be a bit darker and have more swear words than a normal Pokemon Actual Play, but it's still a pretty fun romp through the Pokemon world with some great friends who love each other and Pokemon. So if you want to check it out, then come on down to Pokemon Adventures in the Millennium, part of the Pokecasters Network.
And you can find any episode of Pokemon Adventures in the Millennium on your podcatcher of choice.
Like what you hear? Remember to leave us a rating and review. And follow us on Twitter at PKNN_Millennium.
See you in Sinnoh.
Oh, that was quick. Ralph walks up to the Staryu. How are we gonna like turn him in? Because like we have to carry this body to the.
That's a badge thing. So the badge shines a bright light and magically transports them to the jail. That's how I'm interpreting it, at least.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's about how it works.
We turn him into the jail with the badge. I assume he's got the berry, right?
The gummy.
The gummy. My bad.
So the way it works in the game is that you shine your badge and they disappear, but you guys don't. So that's basically how it works. There is a blue gummy on the ground right now.
Okay, we'll take the blue gummy and bring it back to the Piplup.
Okay, you don't have to roll to get back to the Piplup. As you get back to him though, he's still yelling up a storm with his insult. You know what I ought to do? First of all, listen, I got two flippers right here. I got a righty and lefty. Which one you want's locked up in your face, huh?
All right. Listen, no need to bring Empoleon into this. Is that the evolution of Piplup, Empoleon? Yeah.
Wow, look at you. You know Pokemon.
I know a little bit. Okay, listen, no need to bring out Empoleon into this. We got your gummy. We caught the perp. All according, or kind of according to plan. So here you go. Have a great day. Here's 40 Poke. We're really sorry for the trouble. Hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful life.
While Ralph is trying to smooth things over with the Piplup that he managed to infuriate, Kyle goes over and picks up the green gummy that was left on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, so you go ahead and pick it up and add that to your inventory. With that, Piplup just goes, alright man, your reward will be at the guild or whatever, I'm out, peace, coolio, peace. And goes back into the forest.
I turn to Kyle and I say, alright, so now we're in the Shady Forest. I think while we're here, we should do a little bit of searching around to see if we can find this legendary item. Because the faster we do that, the faster we can save the world. So, I think it would behoove us to look for it while we have the chance.
Wow, looks like you're finally coming to your senses here.
Listen, I'm a very rational person when I'm not under pressure all the time.
Alright, so I'm going to ask your advice for this. I want you to check the time. Would that be a nature or survival check?
Nature.
My guess would be survival, because nature is like you look at a plant and you know what type of plant that is and if it's
yes.
poisonous. Survival is like knowing what time of day it is, finding shelter, blah blah blah. So,
That is fair.
Okay, survival. In that case, roll for beauty.
okay. 0 for me. 9.
Oh, I had a 10, but -1 is also 9.
Okay, you have no idea what time it is. The sun is up somewhere. That's basically it.
Well, it couldn't have been that long. Okay. Okay, well, it couldn't have been that long. And I assume the guild knows, right? Like, when we complete our task. So it would be... if it was still... Because we don't know if it's morning or the afternoon, we should go back. Just because, like, we don't want to have to talk to Sir Crit, like, oh, why were we in the forest for, like, until 8 p.m.? Like, you know. If it was still morning, then we could probably do a little bit of looking around and be like, oh, but it's fine because we got back before the afternoon. So,
I mean, also Kyle knows the way out, so getting out of here is not a problem if we end up spending a lot of time.
right, but the thing is,
So the way it works in game is that after you finish a mission, your badge will take you back to your base. So the badge is right now almost waiting to see if you guys are gonna head back via fast travel or gonna walk back.
oh, but then and then at any point, no, we have to walk out manually. You just said, okay.
Which, I mean, if we just... It's not like we have to find some other exit to the dungeon. Like, we could just retrace our steps and go right back out. Right?
Or does it change?
Yeah, the dungeon does change, but that's between trips, so you could just go out the way you came. The guild, however, would know that your jobs are done, because the rewards or confirmations go to the guild, or you could go out on your own, your choice.
Kyle, I think just because we don't know what time it is, I think we should go back. Because I really don't want the Bronze Roses to think anything right now, especially on our first day. Maybe when we make a couple more friends in the Bronze Roses, then we should, like, we can afford to dilly-dally a little bit and be like, oh, well, we just had a lovely chat with this Bidoof, and then, like, but now we gotta set a good first impression. I don't think we can afford to, and I'm sure we'll be back in the Shady Forest later, so.
Well, if you're gonna be chicken, we can go back.
We could always go at night, too, just saying.
I thought you'd be a little scared to go into the forest at night, but okay. If you say so, let's go.
I ain't no chicken. I ain't no Blaziken. Alright.
That is not a chicken.
Well, it's whatever. Moving
It's
on.
just a torchic.
So you guys go back, I assume?
Yes.
So, poof, you magically pop in front of the guild.
We walk inside to collect our reward.
Alright, you walk inside and there's like a cubby system behind the main desk, so your cubbies have your respective rewards. Also, I just remembered I didn't give you XP, so that's 9 EXP for each of you. You've got 2 rewards for your mission. You get 150 Poke each for the E rank mission. For the D rank mission, you get 250 Poke each, and each of you get a stun seed. With that, you pick up your items, and now what?
Well, it
what
is...
time is it? Is there a
What time
clock?
is it? Yeah, I think we should know what time it is now.
There is a clock. The clock says it's 2:30.
Oh, so we were actually a little bit late. Yeah, I think we made the right call. Is it lunchtime? When's lunch?
Lunch was at noon.
Lunch is past, but there's still stuff if you want to pick it up on the food table place you were in this morning.
All right, let's get some food because I need to refill on belly and health because I am still at 10 HP.
I mean, Kyle's chilling. Kyle's just like a little hungry, but that's it. So yeah, we grab food and then go to, I guess we go to Sir Crit's office to get our afternoon orders, I guess.
Before we go to Sir Crit's office, is anyone else eating lunch or are we the only ones?
You guys are the only ones.
Okay, let's go to Sir Crit's office then.
I'll take care of mission points. You get 10 for the E and 15 for the D. When you get more points, you rank up to get more stuff at shops and probably some other benefits. Okay, you walk into Sir Crit's office as he's pouring over papers and doesn't even hear you.
Sir Crit, Mr. Sir Crit.
What's that? Who is it?
Yes, we're back from our morning adventure mission thing, and we wanted to know what upkeep needs to be done around here.
Oh yes, absolutely. First off, both missions are done at the same time. Rather impressive indeed, my featherless friend.
Yeah, we did a little sting operation.
Oh yes, of course, one moment, as he goes through an extra large stack of papers. Well, it seems that all of the important things are already done. Snow and Atlas were particularly helpful in the morning, fixing some broken things. I think, actually, I don't really have anything for you. You can go and work on your side projects if you'd like.
Well, I'll just read about world affairs.
Make sure that you stay inside and try not to disrupt Bounce while you're in the gym. She might be bouncing a bit too much when she gets worked up.
I'll try not to. Thank you, sir.
Alright, Ralph, I'm gonna need you to roll a smart.
But the point is to get... Okay.
You gotta spend smart to make smart.
No pain, no gain. Alright. Natural 1.
He gets dumber.
I can't read.
Oh no, I am not letting you off
Okay.
easy. I know exactly what happens. So, I'm going to say that there's a TV in your room, and you walk into your room knowing that the historical channel will bound to have some good information about the Alcast region. Today, I'm learning something, thanks Ralph. And as you switch on the TV,
Okay.
I know where this is going.
you see the Shadows playing the Wreckers in the first game of the baseball season, and you end up watching the entire game.
Oh, you got me there. I have to watch that.
Yeah, you're not getting anything done, but you see that this match was a real thriller. End score 11-6, Shadows with the win as the new rookie baser, the Sneasel, shuts down the last 3 batters to seal the deal, because he's a pitcher. Kyle, what are you doing for the afternoon?
I mean, as Sir Crit. As Sir Crit predicted, Kyle is in the gym because he's feeling good after those battles earlier, and so he's just kind of just working out, getting himself a little stronger.
So you walk in and Spoink is in, so there's a Spoink in there, so that's probably Bounce. Are you talking to her?
Kyle just like kind of quietly goes over to like some corner near where like some weights and stuff are and starts like stretching and things like that. Like he gives like a nod as he walks in, and like that's it.
Alright, so you walk in and nod to her, she nods back, but she's really into her workout. She's got this exercise where she's punching a punching bag with her side as she bounces. Kyle, roll tough.
I already have +1 on that. And that takes me from a 9 to a 10. The clutch.
Okay, mixed success means that you get through it. A tough workout, but nothing too nutty. You're not trying to do 300-pound deadlifts or anything like that.
That's better than I could ask. That's about as good as I could ask for, considering this guy is like constantly trying to draw.
The time is now 6. You guys can do whatever you want for the next 2 hours. What do you want to do?
Kyle, he has kind of noticed how Ralph has been kind of pulling a little more weight in battle lately, and he kind of realizes, maybe going shopping isn't the worst idea. And
after dinner?
This is before dinner.
But you can't leave. It's against the
Yeah.
You can leave now. It's 6. Feel free to do
Yeah,
whatever
you
want.
can leave.
Oh.
Dinner's at 8, but like there's a 2-hour window where you just kind of do whatever.
Okay.
And so Kyle decides Kyle's gonna go to the he's gonna go check out the TM and HM shop first.
Ralph, the match is
okay.
over. It's around 6. Are you planning on joining or doing your own thing?
I'm not sure. I think, honestly, I feel like Ralph might have a moment where he's just like, I was supposed to watch the History Channel and like try again to like get some studying in before dinner.
Roll smart.
Yes. I will keep doing this until I get something. Okay. 18 minus 1 is 17. That is a full success. Yes.
Okay, with the full success, I will let you ask the DM any 2 questions about the world, and I'll tell you the answer as long as the questions are specific. So we'll be effectively building the world on the spot if I don't really have an answer yet. 2 specific questions.
Okay. In the region, I don't know how specific you want me to go. I'm just gonna ask it, and then you can tell me if that's too broad. But in the region, what is the political like system? Is it a democracy? Is it a monarchy? Like who's in charge? That sort of thing. Are there multiple countries in the region? Is it just one? Like, yeah.
Sure, I will answer that to the best of my ability, and then we'll go to question number 2. So the region is split into 8 subregions or states, something like that. Each subregion has a governor that serves a single term for 2 years, and all of the governors are on a board, which would make an 8-person board, with the guild president, who would be person number 9. and the guild president is elected by the guilds and serves the same type of term.
Okay, and that's how this works. Okay. All right. Question number 2, and this is, I'm just curious. Have there ever been any like major wars or conflicts or I don't know, like Pokemon Nazis or whatever? I hope.
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
Or anything, any big like large scale things that happened in the past.
So 1,000 years ago was the whole world taken over thing, right? So the first 900 years or so since that world calamity, there have been conflicts and battles between regions. However, the past 100 years have been really calm, no real wars. Military isn't really a thing, only because of all the peace in the region recently. So that's my answer to number 2. Also, didn't you roll like a 17 or something?
17 after the modifier.
Okay, I'll be very nice with this, as a documentary comes up about the War of Light and Darkness, which happened in, 1776. That's a random date.
The War of Independence. Okay, moving on.
Okay, alright, let's build this real quick. Lux is trying to separate from Tenebris, and Lux is all like, tax RT, no T tax from me, or some other rhyming slogan.
And they threw all the tea into the hab.
and that's where the Piplup's from. There we go. It's all full circle.
Yup, yeah, everything somehow fits together. Anyway, as this goes on and some random Pokemon's talking on the screen, you hear a knock on the door.
Hello. Come in. I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door and it's Snow.
I wasn't expecting to see you come by my room. I was just doing some big brain reading about history. What's up?
Snow basically goes, oh wow, are you studying history? I was really good with history in classes. Hey, wait, is it the War of Light and Darkness? Oh wow, that's really cool. Can I watch with you?
Yes. You may. You're more than welcome to join me. Oh, cute. Okay.
Okay, now enough about you. Let's go to Kyle.
Kyle is gonna go to the TM and HM store because he, as fun as it is using Absorb all the time, he's impatient and wants to spice things up. And like he wants to start carrying his weight a little more.
Okay, so you walk into the TM HM store. It looks really similar to the one in Thunder Tree City, except instead of a green Kecleon, it's a black Kecleon.
Hi. I'm wondering if you have any grass TMs for sale.
Oh yes, wow, I have the same voice as the other one. Well, would you like something, sir?
I'd like to get a TM.
Roll a D100 to see if something is available for you.
I don't think I did. A 14 is usually decent.
Nope. I'm sorry, sir. The only TMs we have are fire-type TMs. I'm afraid that you'll have to come some other time.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks anyways. And Kyle just kind of leaves, super sad and super distracted.
It's like 6:30 at this point.
I guess he's gonna go to the item shop because he now he's just kind of curious because Ralph went there and all of a sudden is GOAT status.
The item shop is likely in the back of the TM store. That's what I'm gonna go with at least. Okay, roll a D6 to randomly generate your selection.
A 6!
Okay, it seems that today with a 6 there ain't that much. There are 3 items back there, which will be interesting to see. You have a choice between the Gold Fang, the stick, and a used TM. The Gold Fang and stick do damage, and the used TM, if recycled, will be regenerated into whatever the TM used to be.
So it's a used mystery TM. I mean, Kyle came here looking for a TM, and he found a used TM. So he's gonna kind of just go to the clerk and be like, how much for this used TM?
The used TM today costs 740 Poke.
That's a steal! I mean, this is Kyle we're talking about. Kyle is a saver. Kyle is loaded. Kyle is buying this thing and then immediately going to the Kecleon and being like, do you recycle TMs?
Kecleon goes, I'm sorry, sir, you'll have to go somewhere else for that service. We do not do that here. Perhaps find a Pokemon or a place that recycles things.
Okay. Well, thanks anyways.
let's just jump to dinner where Ralph actually gets to sit next to Snow.
Yeah!
You have a nice meal, and actually, make a perception check before you go up to bed.
Okay. 9.
10.
Okay, Kyle, you see that the door is locked by Sirfetch'd in the night. As you head up to your rooms, what are you doing?
Sleep.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay, as you both head to bed, I want you both to roll smart. This is going to be an Arcana check.
Okay. -1. 8 minus 1 is 7.
12 plus 1 is 13.
Okay, Ralph, you sleep calmly and relax as you fall into a deep sleep. Kyle, you wake up in the middle of the night for some reason. Why would you...
You gotta pee.
I have to use the bathroom.
Okay, sure. As soon as you come back from the bathroom, you hear a song being played.
Is it coming from the window or is it coming from like inside? Like what direction?
It is coming from outside.
Kyle's gonna like very slowly like go to the window and kind of like peek over the edge of the window and see if he can like see anything outside.
You don't see what it could be playing it, but you do hear it clearly. It's being played on some trumpet or some sort of brass instrument.
Wait, weren't we looking for like a musical instrument? Like that's a legendary item?
Wait, yeah, you're right. Wait, you're right.
You are looking for musical instruments.
Wait a second. Okay.
You hear this trumpet thing being played and hear the words, "Flying Flowers." And that is where we will end this episode.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay.
Huh. Huh.
Wow. Alright. It's getting deep.
That's where we will end this. With that being said, I have been your DM, your PM, your GM, Anirudh himself.
I've been Mansour playing Kyle. Nope, playing Ralph.
And I've been Muhammad playing Kyle, but puppeting Ralph's player along the whole way.
I'm sorry.
Yes, and until next time, just take care.